Welcome to the Everton News Daily. Everton have again today been linked with a move from Manchester City midfield player Calvin Phillips. Everton were very interested in the midfielder in the summer transfer window, wanted to take him on loan. Pep has said lately that he just can't give him the game time that he wants because obviously they've got Rodri who plays in there, John Stones has been in there as well. And there is thoughts that Phillips will move in the January window to get game time, obviously ahead of the Euros next summer. Juventus also very, very interested in taking him as well today. That's part of the story. So Everton and Juventus today battling it out for Calvin Phillips. It seems, I'm sure there'll be lots of other teams in the mix as well, should he be available in January. As the 777 group bid for Everton moves closer, in terms of trying to get approval to be from the Premier League. We know that there's a story broke that there's an Indian investment group worth a lot of money keeping an eye on that situation. They are ready to rival 777, but I don't know. That was what the story said, but I don't know how that's the case if it's already progressing, but they're keeping an eye on it. So on the back of that, there's apparently US investors as well who are also keeping tabs on the situation. There does seem to be one school of thought that says 777 won't get granted the takeover, and therefore these US investors and the Indian investment group are ready to pounce should they not get approval. I don't know how accurate that is. There is obviously a lot of noise around 777. There was another article in Josimar yesterday about money they'd lost and stuff. And there is certain people indicating there's no way they can prove that they've got the relevant funds to receive approval to complete the takeover of Everton. If that is the case, then I am sure that there are other groups ready to step in and take that. Now they know Farhad Moshiri is willing to sell the whole club. So it's going to be an interesting time if 777 weren't to be given full approval. Do I think personally that that's going to happen? No. I think they will get granted approval. That's how it seems anyway, because I would have thought maybe if it was going to be a case of knocking them back, it would have happened already. There seems to be moving down the, if there's a checklist of things where you have to provide stuff and you get a tick for it, that seems to be happening to where they're up to now. They obviously got FA approval the other day to be directors. Josh Wonder and Steve Pascoe got that the other day. They apparently, 777 had said that they've given the Premier League everything they've asked for and provided evidence on that, so therefore keeping this process going. So I do find it curious, though, that there was the story on Sunday night, I think it was Alan Nixon on his podcast, saying that very, very wealthy Indian investors ready to come in and take Everton, and now the echo running this today that there is other US investment groups who are keeping an eye on it because they feel like possibly there's a chance it won't go through, and therefore they're ready to go. You would imagine, although why they haven't done this earlier, that MSP will be one of those groups who are keeping an eye on it. Obviously they'd agreed a deal with Farhad Moshiri earlier in the year to take a small percentage in return for 100 million off him, with the idea that they would could potentially seek a full takeover later on, or in the future. That was stopped, of course, because Rights and Media Funding weren't happy with how much equity they were getting, the percentage size, and MSP then walked away from it. Which I do find curious if it is them, that why they didn't just then have a full takeover, which Rights and Media Funding wouldn't have been able to say anything about. So I just wonder if they are part of those other US investors who are keeping tabs on the situation regarding 777. We'll just have to wait and see.
Make sure to head over to toffeetvefc.com/shop for all our latest designs. You can get them in t-shirts, get them in hoodies. You can even get them in mugs. Don't forget, if you're a Toffee TV Premier member, you get 25% off your orders. So why not go over, join Toffee TV Premier and buy some merch today.
Some Fulham quarter-final Carabao Cup news out today from Everton. They go on sale. The tickets go on sale on Wednesday, the 15th of November, to season ticket holders. The price is £30 for adults, fiver for juniors. You've got until Monday the 20th of November, if you're a season ticket holder, to purchase your seat for the Fulham quarter-final. And then members, premium members or members and lounge members, you can buy tickets on the 21st of November for that game. So keep an eye out for that. Everton's under-21 side is in action tonight. Well, it'll be now. If you are a season ticket holder or a lounge member, there is a live stream on Everton's website. You can watch that in the EFL Trophy, and some early team news there. Seamus Coleman is in the Everton side tonight, stepping up his comeback from a injury that he suffered at Leicester City last season. He is back. He played 45 minutes at the weekend. He's back tonight in this one. Yusuf Chimiti is playing. He starts the game up front, and Lewis Dobbin is also in the side. So 3 Everton first team squad members in that lineup. And also Elijah Campbell is in the Everton lineup. He steps up his return after a long-term injury. So you can catch all of that now if you're watching this around the time the news goes out. It kicks off at 7 p.m. It should be a good game as well. And finally, the referee for the Crystal Palace game on Saturday has been announced today. It's Sam Barrett, not Sean Barrett. Sam Barrett. He is the man in the middle for Everton's trip to Palace at the weekend. And the VAR official is Andy Madley. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I could have named any ref there, and I don't think any of us will be dancing with joy. But Sam Barrett isn't one that I'm overly familiar with, so he mustn't have wronged us too many times already. So we'll see how he goes in time for Saturday. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you check out the 1878 FM podcast. That is out. The latest episode of that is out now. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to become a Toffee TV Premier member, the link is in the description and the QR code will be on the screen now. See you later.